Hi, I'm Mike Crabb.
And I'm Lori Schultz.
Welcome to the show. We'll have some caffeinated conversation.
Maybe some special guests along the way.
Who knows where the conversation will go? You're out for coffee with Mike and Lori.
That actually went really
That
well.
kind of, we did it. Did we do it?
I think so.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you very much.
Who's here?
I hope everyone is enjoying their morning so far when they catch up with us, because I don't know if we have any viewers quite yet. Now, here's the thing. We are dealing with a very beautiful day out there today.
It is beautiful.
It's very nice. So I have a feeling that there's a lot of people actually out enjoying their mornings today. Catching some rays,
Well, don't do that.
getting a little breeze.
Get in here.
Just if you could hunker down at home for the next hour,
Just
that
turn
would
your
be
computer.
that would be wonderful. But we thought we would get together for a little live episode today because we've been very busy.
And we don't have any recorded episodes. And Meatloaf says hi.
Yes.
He hasn't said a thing all morning.
No. And now he has lots to say. He said good morning to me, and now he's hanging out in the other room. So,
How about, let me just go shut
you
the
go
back
see
door.
how he's doing. I'm just going to
Shut
say
the
hi to our
front
people.
door.
We got some guests on YouTube right now. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm curious to know how everyone's day's going. Hello, Christina. It is nice to see you. I hope you're having a nice weekend. Tell us what's new. What's going on in your world? I have been. I've been busy drinking coffee. But Lori and I have been very busy over the last little bit. So we thought, let's take an opportunity to do a little live and share a bit of an update of what some of the things we've been up to.
We haven't had an opportunity to record anything.
Yeah, let's get
just
ready.
be honest.
It's been really busy. We don't have any episodes prepped, so
We were like, oh my God, there's an episode on Sunday. What are we going to do? Live.
live, which we've actually really been enjoying. So thank you
Yeah.
for making this such a wonderful experience that we're not.
Better than dead.
Yeah, I hope so. So it's been nice that we've enjoyed these morning times with you live, because it's a great alternative to not having a back pocket episode going on. So what's new with you, Lori?
What is new with me? I have a new mug.
Look at this.
Are you serious? Can you hear that? What a guy. What a jerk. Oh man, I closed the back door. Well, I closed the side door,
Okay.
but I left the back door open for
Right.
the sunshine.
Right. You need the sunshine coming in.
No,
Yeah.
no, darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So you got a new mug. Tell us about
Yeah.
this mug.
I don't know. I saw it, and I saw it from a distance. I saw it across a crowded room.
Oh, it caught your eye.
I saw it at Winners, $5.99.
Oh, bargain.
That's.
You know what I need?
I'm not paying any more than $6 for a mug.
You know what
Sorry.
I need? I need like a good size mug, because all my mugs, they're just like,
Do you want one? I can give you one.
I bet you could. We'll find a mug day. Christina, good morning.
Hello.
You're very grateful that we can't see you. I'm sure you look gorgeous. But what have we been up to? And yes, the shows. So I have been very busy working with our Stages Kids. I've been producing Bonnie and Clyde the musical with our senior company kids. And it has been an adventure. We opened up last night. I'm sorry, it's Sunday. We opened up on Friday night and have done 2 shows. I have a matinee this afternoon. And we still have next week as well, too.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I have closing night tickets.
Yeah, closing night's usually a good night to come
Yeah,
to. 'Cause
I like closing night.
there's lots of energy.
But it's been taking up a lot of your time, and you have been running around like crazy.
Yes.
And I'm so excited to see it, actually.
Yes.
I'm very excited to see it. Now you're producing it.
Yes, I am producing
What is-
it. What is a
that
producer?
mean? What exactly does producing mean?
So a producer is in charge of essentially helping make sure that the director's vision of the show, the artistic team, so you got directors, choreographers, musical directors, that their vision for the show comes to life. So this is ensuring that you understand their vision, that you help secure the props, the set, the costumes, and the technical requirements needed for it. And you make sure that everyone has everything they need so that when they're ready to hit the stage, they're ready to rock and roll. And good morning to Julie
Hi,
Rutherford.
Julie.
Hi.
So it's Bonnie and Clyde,
Yes.
set in the 20s?
The 20s and the 30s. It actually, you meet young Bonnie and Clyde before they met, and you get to know them a little bit, and then it transitions into their older years when they meet in the 30s and wreak havoc
Yeah.
on the southern states. It's
That's
kind of
supposed to
the
be like that.
It's kind of the definition of a toxic relationship. Bonnie and Clyde were not great people, but they have a fun story to share. And now here's one thing that we did do, because there are some kind of troubling themes throughout the show, things that you want to make sure that you handle delicately, especially when you're working with youth, is we invited the Woodstock City Police to come join us to talk to the kids about some of the troubling themes throughout the show.
Like what?
Well, there's like domestic partner violence, there's murder, there's robberies, there's a lot of heavy topics throughout it. Now, that's the story of Bonnie and Clyde. However, in the musical, it's not as heavy as it was in real life. However, these themes still certainly come up throughout the show. So we had our good friend Phyllis Eastlake
Phyllis Eastlake.
come and share with the kids.
I know her.
Maybe should they ever come across some of these things in their personal lives, like what they can do to help.
So why Phyllis? Like, just throw that name out there.
So, yeah, I guess-
Phyllis. Oh, well, Phyllis came. Okay.
Everyone knows Phyllis. Phyllis is a police officer with the Woodstock City Police, and and she has.
So I can't have nice things.
She's been a long supporter of the theater, so we're very grateful to her and Officer North Davies, who came in and talked to the kids about firearm safety and how to properly hold a firearm, and maybe why we shouldn't necessarily all own firearms.
Yeah. Well, and especially what a good message to have this week.
So, a few things. Debbie really wants to know how you like your new car, Lori.
Debbie, I love my new car. It's not a new car. It's new to me. That's something that's kind of new, I think.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, I got a Kia Soul that it's got all the bells and whistles inside, and I'm pretty excited about it. It has an 8-speaker sound system. I would never have put in an 8-speaker sound system. It's a lot of sound for a little car.
And
Well, it's not really a little car, but
And all she listens to is Out for Coffee.
that's it.
Just surround sound Lori and Mike.
It feeds my narcissism.
Yeah,
Just hearing the sound of my own voice.
imagine that.
Hearing my own gums flap. No, but thanks, Debbie. I enjoy that. I enjoy my car a lot.
Yeah, you really are cruising the dig in that thing.
And it's got a sunroof. And it's a panoramic sunroof, and it's and
Was
I
it
am cruising the dig all the time.
was it your car, or was it our friend Sloane's car that you went to go pick up? Tell us about the lilac story.
Okay, this just happened. Was it Thursday? Maybe it was Thursday. Our friend Sloane really wanted to do some lilacs. I don't know if you can see behind me. I
Yeah.
have a big thing full of lilacs. So she's like, let's go on a lilac run. I'm like, what's a lilac run? That sounds fun. I want some. And so we took her vehicle.
Yeah.
She drove. And she has an SUV. And we drove down to Paris. So along the way, along the highway, we didn't stop at people's property and,
You
sneak
say
on-
that.
Sneak on like the Hamburglar or anything like that with our little striped shirts. Our bag full of money. And dollars. Well, no, it's a bag with like a little lilac tree on it.
There you go.
Yeah, no. So, we went down all the way down to Paris, and the back of her SUV, like the back hatch part,
Right.
was full of lilacs. So, we're driving home. She's driving. I'm passaging on the way home. And out of the corner of my eye, like right here, when you see something kind of peripherally,
Yeah.
I turned and I looked, and there was a spider the size of a toonie. And he's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, "Ah!" So, I have never actually tried to jump in a driver's seat while there was a driver in the seat and driving. But I was basically trying to get over the console and into Sloane's lap, and she's like, "What's happening? What's happening?" I'm like, "Sloane, you gotta stop! You gotta stop! You gotta." So she pulls over, and I can't even look. I don't even want to look because I'm thinking I can't make eye contact with it.
That spider now owns that side of the car.
That's right. And I'm thinking I don't want to piss him off at all. I can't make eye contact with him. But then I'm like, where the hell is he? I can't see him now, so where is he? He could be anywhere. Is he in my hair?
Yeah.
Are there more of them? Did we bring a whole family home in a branch of lilacs? So she pulls over on the highway. Well, I guess it's Highway 2. It's not like, it wasn't the 401.
You're on the 401. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Pulls over on Highway 2. I'm like, you gotta get out, you gotta get out. So she had to get out, come around to my side, open the door, hunt for and kill the spider. And I was just like rocking back and forth, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I couldn't even sit up straight because my brain could not handle the possibility that, what if he was on me at that
He
point?
could have been on you. He could have buddies. He very much likely called shotgun, and you didn't hear him.
That's true.
I'm
I
sure
should have been
that's-
sitting in the back.
That's what happened.
Between Sloan and the spider, just sitting in the back seat, la 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 la, singing away.
So if you're going spider picking, if you're going lilac picking,
Careful,
just be aware.
because the world needs more wares.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm not sorry.
No.
So anyway, back to the show.
So,
Oh, wait.
Kim here in our audience. Good morning, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
And Kim's son Cruz
Hi.
is in Bonnie and Clyde, and Kim had come to watch, and is coming again on. Sorry, you were there on opening night. Yes. Now, if you're looking for tickets, if you want to come see the show, it's really great, and it's got a live orchestra. Tech Wizard Rob is running the microphones.
Hi, Rob. We miss you.
We do miss you. Good morning, and also happy birthday to Rob's wife Lori.
Happy birthday, Lori.
We hope you guys are having a lovely morning.
Birthday to you. Sorry,
You can't do it anymore.
I can, but I won't.
You won't. Thank you.
I will only do encores for cash. We've discussed this.
We
I
have.
think.
Anyways, should you want to come and check out Bonnie and Clyde, we still have tickets this afternoon, 2 o'clock, as well as for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 7:30. You can get tickets $25 at theaterwoodstock.com. Yeah, come on out. Support our local arts, support our youth in our local arts, and see a great show. We've had, in my production building, we've had some really interesting things. So, this is not my first production. I have produced many a times. And every show you produce, there is always a thing that is like the troublemaker thing. Like, it's not an easy thing to find.
It's usually me.
It's not easy to find.
Oh, that's
It's
not me.
not easy to make. And this time, we have this car that we needed. And I really wish that the internet at the theater was a little better, because it would have been really cool to do a backstage tour with a live audience to kind of share some of the stuff.
Huh.
But we have this car that needs to roll out on the stage. And when I was told about it, I was told it needs to have 2 people sit in it, the headlights on it needs to work, the hood on it needs to open up, and it needs to look like a 1930s car. And we have very little budget because the arts haven't been too busy over the past couple of years. So I was really curious as to how we were going to make this happen. And going back to our friend Phyllis with the Woodstock Police Services, her partner Rick had stepped up to be our set lead, willing to build the vision of the show. So the director says, this is what I want, and Rick made it come to life. And I literally lost sleep over what are we doing about this car. I had never had more conversations about how we could make this work, because there's not a lot of room backstage, and with those technical requirements, I was really worried it was going to cost a lot of money. And then after months of worrying about how this car is going to work, Rick shows up with a car, and it's gorgeous.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
And so what we did then was it was made out of scrap materials that he just like happened to have laying around. He borrowed the wheels off of somebody's wheelchair to use them for the car.
That sounds like a Dateline episode. Huh?
He just told me he needed them back when the show was done. And he built this car. Now, it had screws all down the side of it and stuff, and so we needed to decorate it, so we used a really, the resources of a wonderful volunteer named Deb Erb, who is extremely crafty and can really go to Dollarama and get everything you need to make anything happen. And we were able to cover this car in what's called camp foam, and it's like a yoga mat material from the dollar store. You're meant to put it under your sleeping bag when you're camping out.
So you don't roll into the lake or something?
It's just a cushion.
Slide?
No, it would actually probably turn into a crazy carpet, and you would just go down even faster. Anyways, Deb cut these pieces out and covered the car perfectly to give it a nice smooth finish, and then we painted it. Anyways,
That's cool.
I'm very, very proud of how this car turned out, and it made me realize There was nothing to worry about. This car was always going to happen the way it needed to happen.
Somebody, Christina Shelley, wants a photo of it, so maybe we'll post
Yeah.
a photo on our page about it.
I will
Hi,
love
Terry.
to.
Hi,
Yes.
Charlene.
Yes, we got lots of people. Good morning, Charlene. And Julie and Kim DeLello both got to see the show on opening night. And they agree that it is a good car. Thank you. I kind of needed to hear that. So come see the car for yourself. It's worth it. And then the kids sing. And then you're like, oh my goodness, what a great show.
That's right.
Yeah.
But no, when we put stuff on, we go all in.
Yeah. And there's a funny rule when it comes to making prop set and costumes in a live theater production. Is there something called the 20-foot rule? So if you're working on something that you needed to look realistic and you're looking at it here, right? And you're, it's not quite what I wanted. Take a step back, go 20 feet back and have a look at it. And all those problems kind of just melt away. You don't notice them anymore. Mm-hmm. So this car looks gorgeous, but when you look up close, you can actually see the materials that we used a little nicer. What?
Everybody needs to stand at least 20 feet away from me. I will look smoking hot.
The 20-foot rule for Lori.
In fact, I think the only time I'll ever be smoking hot, crematorium. When I'm done. Sorry. You know, there's the crematorium down beside Heart FM. Yes. I guess it's not the actual crematorium, but it's the cremation services.
Right.
I'm so tempted to walk in there and ask them if they take walk-ins.
I dare you.
Do you?
Oh no.
Do you?
Who dares Lori to go to the crematorium and ask if they do walk-in services?
Do you guys take walk-ins?
So
no, that's terrible.
I'm curious with our audience here. Here's the thing: is I'm curious. What's your favorite musical or play? And maybe you just really don't like musicals. Tell us that too, because not everyone has to like them. But I'm curious: is there shows that you would love to see happen in our local community?
What do you mean people don't like musicals?
There's some people out there, believe it or not, that don't like musicals.
Come on, people.
I know. I'm very excited though because I haven't been in a musical. Ooh. I was in Into the Woods back in 2016, I think it was, as an ensemble member. But before that, it was high school, was the last time I was able to do any musicals. And I'm very excited because Theatre Woodstock announced next season, we announced our lineup, but we also announced that we are going to be doing a concert version of Guys and Dolls, which is like, it's very exciting for me because I can't wait to audition. And I've been like waiting for this moment. Are you going to audition? No.
I don't know.
Are you? I hope you would.
Well, we'll see.
Lori can sing, guys. Now, let's talk about this for a second. You were meant to go to Aeolian Hall next weekend, weren't you?
Yeah. Weeping Willows, the little group that I sing with.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be doing it's called Women in Song. It's put on by OSSTF, which is the Secondary Teachers Union. And the event got canceled.
Canceled.
We did this a few years ago. Aeolian Hall has the best acoustics ever.
So I saw Lori, Susie, and her friend Dave DeYoung perform there. Oh, that was a few years ago. I'm going to say 2018.
It was
I don't know.
2018.
2018, okay. And it was beautiful. And it really, Aeolian Hall is a gorgeous venue. The acoustics, yes, are very good.
Yeah. But sadly, it got axed. And I don't know why.
Yeah, they just canceled. They didn't say anything.
And no.
They literally didn't say anything, right?
I was like, I haven't heard anything about, no one's asked for our set or anything like that. So I emailed and they're like, oh, we're so sorry. The event's been canceled. We thought we told you.
No. You should still show up.
Yeah.
Just show up. That's their fault.
Just start pushing people out of the way.
Yeah. Or just sing on the front step.
I'm singing now, man.
Just sing on the front step.
Busking.
Yeah.
Have you ever busked?
No.
We should busk.
What would be our act?
Oh, whatever.
We'll be the Two Stooges, and we will do a slapstick.
Well, we can bring Rob along.
Okay, the three of us.
Rob can bring his...
Actually, here's the thing.
Rob can bring his little piano.
Yeah.
We'll go stand on the corner.
Yeah.
And we will... I think...
We could do this.
Idea.
We could busk. Would you guys come and throw quarters at our feet if me, Lori, and Rob busked? We'll see.
Mama needs a new car. No, Mama's got a new car. Mama
Mama's got a
needs
new
something
car.
else. Mama needs new things.
Pair of shoes.
Mama hasn't had an income in
Well,
months.
Debbie was very much looking forward to seeing you perform.
Well, Debbie, I was very much looking forward to performing.
Yeah.
And to going to that because it's a nice time.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
a nice. Well, it would have been.
It would have been. And Lori believes that you should, in fact, audition for Guys and Dolls. I'm assuming that's what Julie
Julie.
said. Yeah.
Or maybe should. I don't know. That's a tough time for me.
Julie thinks we should busk as a fundraiser.
Hmm.
That would be fun.
Maybe.
Julie, we'll talk. We'll figure something out.
Is it for the Lori Schultz Foundation?
No. So how's your coffee,
My
Lori?
coffee's
in
delicious.
In your new mug.
In my new mug, it's fantastic. Yeah. Something else I want to kind of tease a little bit.
What's that?
I'm not going to say who it is, but we have lined up a very special guest.
Guys, we have like a really good guest coming
like a
up.
really, really, not like our other guests haven't been really good and really special, because you have.
Yeah,
And we love you.
We are so grateful. I'm glad we're continuing to find new amazing people, and by we, I absolutely mean Lori.
But this is going to level up a little bit. We're player one engage.
Yes, we. So you guys are gonna have to keep an eye out because there's gonna be some wonderful things happening in our community involving this person, and they have agreed to join us for a cup of coffee.
Yes.
And chat a little bit. So that's all we're gonna share right now, though,
Yes.
isn't it?
After claiming they don't like to do podcasts
They
because
told
they
us.
find them boring.
Yeah, podcasts are boring,
And I'm
but
like,
you know what?
"Oh,
You haven't met Mike and Lori. Actually, they have met Mike and Lori, but
hold my coffee, son. Yeah. So it's pretty exciting, and I'm a little giddy about it.
yeah, Lori has really stepped up to help set this up. So we have also we've got some doings to do. Lori and I have a lot of great ideas. We still need to get out there and eat a Big Mac.
Yeah.
And that's not a big to do. That
Well, it is because I need to see this. It's a big to do. I need to see you do it.
And I'll make her eat a fillet of fish.
I will take one for that team for sure. Something else that's coming up at the theater that's actually kind of cool. A one night only thing. We're trying something new.
Yes.
We have a couple of professional actors from Stratford who have a traveling roadshow. And it's a play, and it's a musical play, original, that they've written. And it's called The Tracks.
Yes.
And it's coming to the theater for one night only on June 23rd.
Yeah, so that'll be in a few weeks. You can pick up your ticket
They're on sale now.
and enjoy a lovely evening out. And the purpose is to kind of make it a date night, right?
Yeah, we've kind of paired up a little bit with Finkel Street Tap and Grill.
Yes.
So have a date night. Go have some supper and then walk across the street and come see a once-in-a-lifetime show.
Yeah, and that's what I do love about Woodstock is we have some really wonderful restaurants right downtown close to the theater, so you can make it a full night out. So you'll have to join us for that.
Yeah.
What
I think Julie's still thinking about who our guest is
Yeah,
going
just
to
trying to figure it out.
It's a big deal.
Mm.
It's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
But it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
So,
Oh, I could give you a hint right now, but I won't.
Can you tease something?
I know because it'll give it away.
Then it's not a hint. It's just telling them who it is.
Well, it's a hint that would give it away,
Okay.
but I can't.
I'm really curious what your hint is, but I guess we'll do it after. It is a great big deal, isn't it? Yes. Did I just give it away?
You gave it away.
Don't say it. If you think you know, you hold
Don't
on to
say
that
it.
thought. You just hold it, and then you can tell us if we were right or not. So I'm curious, what's everyone doing this weekend? What's the happenings? I hope people are joining us now and going to step outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. I feel like if I had a garden, it would be a great day to do some gardening.
Do you want to?
No.
Oh. Does anybody want to come and pull some weeds? Hey, anybody need some? Julie's got it.
Yeah.
Anybody need some community hours or some community service?
Lori needs a little tidy in her yard.
I can't do it. I am so allergic to the things in my garden, weeds and such. I can't touch them.
Right.
So, Hi, Kate.
Good morning to Kate.
Yeah.
So I had another thing I wanted to say of something that's coming up, and there's just too many exciting things
Yeah, there's a lot of
happening.
things.
Yeah.
Seussicle's coming up.
Zeusical. So our Stages kids. So right now I'm working on Bonnie and Clyde with our kind of more high school age. Our younger kids are going to be performing in Zeusical the musical, which would open up. Oh, what are the dates? So not this weekend. The weekend after.
Sydney just joined us. Sydney, what are the dates?
Yes, and Sydney's going to be with us. Sydney is our director for Bonnie and Clyde, and she's also our artistic director for the Stages program. So she oversees the lineup. She works with the committee of us to help select those shows, and does an incredible job of it. And thank you for the reminder.
June 10 to 12.
June 10th to 12th, you can come see Zeusical. This is such a fun show. It takes the stories of Dr. Zeus and puts them together, boom, in one show. So you see all your favorite Zeus characters in this fun musical. And it's a great way to get kids introduced to being an audience member for a live theater production. And it's great because often they'll see a lot of their peers up on the stage. It's a wonderful thing. So we're very much looking forward to that.
And it's good to introduce kids to live theater because there's it's a nice life skill. Very different than going to a movie theater.
Yes.
The expectations are different.
The etiquette is much different too. Even just being a youth in theater is a great opportunity to expose kids to the opportunities to speak in front of large groups of people, to like support one another, the importance of making and maintaining commitments. There's a lot of really wonderful reasons why kids should be in theater. Am I saying Zeus as in the god of...
He's saying Zeus. I was going to let it ride.
Is it
It's
Zeus?
Dr. Seuss.
I've been saying this wrong my whole life.
Yeah. And just like the mustard on the chin, I was just going to let it happen.
How has nobody corrected me? Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Seussical, the musical.
Yeah, it starts with an S.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, now I need a t-shirt that says Dr. Zeus. You gonna make that for me?
Dr. Zaius.
Isn't that from Planet of the Apes? Well, thank you for calling me out, Kim. Now, Kim is also going to be seeing The Pirates of Penzance with our friend Sally Johnson to see our friend Shannon Wanker, who is playing Mabel. Now, if you're not familiar of Pirates, it is an operetta, a Gilbert and Sullivan show, and it is... The storyline to it is bananas. I was actually in this show in high school, and they're putting this on in Paris. So if you're looking for yet another show to go see, you'll definitely want to check out that one because it's a funny show.
It's a good show. And you know what? It's so exciting. Like, things are back.
It's just... And you can tell the energy. The audience leaving the auditorium the last few nights are just a buzz at, like, being a part of the productions and being able to support and getting that energy from the actors and stuff. It's been incredible.
Mm-hmm. And being, also things coming back, it's going to make a resurgence.
What?
All Hallows Eve Bash.
A what? You said that very quietly into your mug. Oh, shit. Are you okay? You're gonna take a moment. Okay. What Lori I think was trying to gurgle.
Why am I like this?
We're having some fun. This October, there's some fun things happening in our community. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Oxford on October 22nd. They are hosting. Are you good? Do you need a water?
I'm gonna just try and drink my coffee.
Slowly. Slower. On October 22nd, we are going to be joining Big Brothers Big Sisters. They are hosting their annual Big Night Out, and this year it's a Halloween bash. So
yes, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we need to bring our costume A game.
You want to be my date?
Of course. Can Kevin come?
Kevin's not gonna come.
Yes, he will. We'll make him come.
Okay.
He made me dress as Patrick for Halloween last year. Patrick from Schitt's Creek.
Not Patrick from SpongeBob.
It's Patrick Star? Hey, SpongeBob! I last year for Halloween, Kevin really wanted to go as David for Halloween, and he wanted Prudence, our English bulldog, to be Alexis. And
She was a little bit Alexis.
she very good. Kevin did like a great job on his costume
Yes, he did.
and dressing Prudence up in a dress and wig. It was ridiculous.
We have to post a picture of that.
We will post a picture of that. And I went as Patrick. So we were Patrick and David. I essentially went as myself. I was an accessory to Kevin's costume.
Yeah, you didn't really have to put a lot of thought or effort into that costume.
I went into my closet and pulled out a Patrick outfit. So this year, it's his turn to up his game and be my partner and come with whatever I decide he should wear, I guess.
Which means then you have to up your costume game.
I'm upping my costume game. It's time. Let's do something really cool, especially for a great event and a fundraiser for
be
Big
fun.
Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah, and then I think I might have to bring back my Christina Got It All Hallows Eve bash.
Yes, you throw a great Halloween party.
I do. I do.
You do.
Yeah, thanks.
So this year, Lori and I are thinking of possibly co-hosting a Halloween bash. So
Out for candy.
Out for candy with Mike and Lori. Yeah, why not, eh? What kind of candy is your favorite Halloween candy to receive?
Well, when I eat sugar, and that just ebbs and flows,
Yeah.
usually the chocolate bars, the little, which have gotten
Smaller.
so small. What a ripoff! I remember when like the Kit Kats were like about this size, you know, like a good,
A chunky Kit
Yeah.
Kat. Right.
and now they're just little tiny things. And the Reese's peanut butter cups were those. I used to love those. Coffee Crisp. That's
Coffee
my thing.
Crisp?
Yeah, I think I did some damage to my throat when I coughed up my coffee there.
Are you okay?
I'm having a rough time.
Oh, Lori.
So I went to the doctor
Yeah.
this week,
Okay.
and she takes one look at me. She goes, "Wow, you're holding a lot of fluid." I'm like, "So I'm not as fat as I think I am?"
It's all fluid, Lori.
She put me on a water pill.
Okay. Wait, a water pill makes it sound like it would help you retain fluid.
It helps you pee.
Oh.
So yeah. So now that's going to be my my plight in life is to constantly pee.
To detain water. Detain? If you're
to,
retaining it, what's the opposite of retain?
I think detain and retain are the same.
They're the same thing.
Yeah. To I don't know.
Tell us, what's the opposite of retain?
To evacuate.
Oh.
Evacuate the water.
I guess so.
Anyway, I'm going to be peeing a lot, so just in case anybody is interested in any of that. Yeah, but yeah, and then I have to go for a sleep study.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I've never done a sleep study.
I've had
Has
two
anybody
of
out there done them? You've done two?
I've done two, but like 20 years ago.
Oh, well, I can tell you the setting of the room you sleep in, I don't think has changed because
Oh, they've changed the sheets.
It's like the one that I've seen before, because Kevin's had one done, looked like a grandma's spare bedroom. It was like doilies and...
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was not... It was...
I hope they let me bring my fan.
They probably won't.
They have to.
I don't know if they have to.
And my white noise machine. Like, it's on my phone. Like, it's a white noise.
I don't know if that's allowed.
If they want me to sleep at all, I need to have a fan.
Well, here's the thing about doing a sleep study. You never sleep as good as you do at home. Even if you don't sleep good at home, you're definitely not going to sleep any better there.
Right, so that's why they can't set me up for failure to begin with. If I don't have my fan, I don't have a chance. I sleep with a fan all year long.
So do I.
Like, it's got to be blowing in my face
Okay.
all year long because I feel like, I know it's got to be in here. I know it's in here.
Okay.
But I feel like if I don't feel that breeze, I feel like I'm suffocating.
Okay.
And that will actually wake me up. I feel like I'm...
Maybe you need a sleep study to find out you have sleep apnea and you need air being pushed into your face.
Yeah.
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 So if you go and not have a fan, they're going to be like, she needs an apnea machine.
Well, I probably need it anyway.
Okay. Well, you'll feel much
My
better,
dad
I'm
had
sure, if
sleep
you get
apnea.
one. Oh, did he?
Yeah. Big time.
It's not good. It's got to be a very uncomfortable way to sleep.
Well, actually, I don't think you'd notice.
Well, I'm sure you notice in your quality of sleep when you can breathe normally.
Except if you've always done this, you don't know what good sleep is.
Until
That
you
is
get an
your-
apnea machine, and then you're like, oh, that's a good night's
Well,
sleep.
that's attractive, isn't it? It's like that thing from Alien, that thing stuck to your face.
You look like Tom Cruise in Top Gun, wearing his fighter jet mask.
You want to be Iceman?
I actually have never seen Top Gun. And I own it on DVD, and I've never seen Top Gun.
Have you seen Beaches yet?
I have not watched Beaches
You've
yet.
had that on DVD for like the last 7 years.
I have not actually watched much TV. I started watching Ozark. I think I'm 2 episodes in with Kevin, and I have literally been that busy that I haven't
Oh.
had a chance to finish it.
I finished it.
I bet you have, and you're not going to say a word about it because I want to ease into it on my own. Good.
Started Stranger Things.
No, not yet. Well, if I haven't had time to finish Ozark, I haven't started. You've
I
started.
started
You've
Stranger
started.
Things.
It's not about me this time.
No.
And so far, so good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's dark,
Oh.
a little gory.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay.
It's kind of right up my alley.
Well, I'm looking forward to doing that. Good morning, Jeff Sweet. You had a conversation yesterday about sleep apnea? I'm not too sure. And what is Kim saying? I'm afraid to say any words now because she'll correct me for what it was. Durials? Durell? What is that? I don't know. No, and Julie just finished Ozark last night.
I think she may be heading in the direction of like a diuretic.
Oh! She would know about the water pill.
Yeah,
Got it. That would make sense.
yeah. So I'm hoping to lose like about 75 pounds of liquid.
Yeah,
See if that'll happen.
there's a diet for you, right?
Yeah. But the doctor said now, don't drink a lot of water thinking that you're peeing so much you're going to have to drink water.
Right,
She
to
says, "No."
replenish it. You need to get rid of
She
it.
said, it needs to be like a zero-sum thing here, like get rid of it.
Okay.
So can I still have coffee? And she said yes. And I'm like, okay.
Then all's good. All's good in the world. Because I don't think I've ever gone into Early Bird downtown and not have had you sitting there. I feel like you're just waiting for me to show up every day.
I am. I'm on a stakeout. Yeah.
And you've been doing your neighborhood watches
Neighborhood watch. Yeah.
on
It's a good time.
on Friday, Saturday evenings. Early Bird Coffee downtown is open a little later, and you can get a sip of something a little bit more adult
Adult
than a
sips.
coffee. And they have a beautiful patio out there, and Lori has been very committed to being there.
I'm keeping the neighborhood safe.
Policing it.
I'll tell you, there is nothing finer than watching the world go by in downtown Woodstock.
People watching is actually one of the things I miss most about living in Toronto. To go to the Toronto Eaton
Come
Centre,
join me on Friday and Saturday nights.
I'll be there one day when I don't have shows. Nothing quite as interesting as sitting in the Eaton Centre food court and getting to people watch. And yes, she is a vagrant.
Thanks, Andrea.
Yes.
I'm a vagrant. I am vermin that needs to be swept away from the doorstep.
Yeah. Well, I'll take you in.
But you know how many people have asked me this week, do you work here? I'm like, nope,
No.
I don't.
No. But you keep them working there.
That's true. And they don't know. They don't know whether or not I'm security. There could be a bulletproof vest under here.
Oh, you're like what are those agents called on a plane?
Like I'm a U.S. Marshal?
Yes, an
A
undercover.
Woodstock Marshal?
Yeah, that you just sit at Early Bird,
And just in case
Waiting-
something's going to go down.
waiting for it to happen. So
Right.
you're in safe hands when you're at Early
I'm on the
Bird.
tactical team. when I rush you and grab you by the knees and take you down, you wait.
You're-
It's going to happen. And I get kicked out.
Yeah.
You don't have to be doing anything wrong. I'm just randomly picking somebody once per day, taking me
gonna
down to the
happen.
doorway.
Today might be you.
That's right.
Oh.
Easy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, any plans for the summer, Lori?
Any plans for the summer? Well, I am actually going to be at Art in the Barn in Dorchester. I think it's July 9 and 10.
Okay, so a little more than a
weekend.
month.
Yeah, it's a weekend, and Art in the Barn is like 250 vendors.
Okay.
Huge thing at the Dorchester Fairgrounds. Like, there's music and food, and it's a wonderful event. It used to only be one day, then they've expanded to 2 days.
Okay. So it must
highly
be doing
recommend.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, come see me. Come get your jerk on.
And so you're going to be there selling your jerk merch.
Yes, I'll be hawking my wares.
Yes, and if you aren't familiar with jerk merch, once you become aware, you will forever be aware because it stays with you forever.
Well, yeah.
You got greeting cards that come with a backhand slap.
Yeah, and the thing is, I love watching if people aren't familiar with what I do,
Yeah.
they come up to my little area. They're like, "Oh, look at these beautiful cards," because they really are. They're lovely on the outside,
Yeah.
but they're like a roundhouse kick to the psyche on the inside.
It would actually be really funny to just have a compilation. We should set up a little camera
Yeah,
of just people wandering up to your booth and learning who you are
Yeah.
and what you do.
well, the Gospel of Schultz has always been kind of like my handle. Like, that was something that came from my dad. 'Cause my
Okay.
dad had theories about things. I'm like, oh, there's more Gospel of Schultz, right?
Right.
So after he passed, then it kind of became a thing. So Jerk Merch is by the Gospel of Schultz, because everybody in our family, we all have theories.
There's
So he was like the grand poobah of the whole thing, but we all kind of fall in line.
and you've found your channel to
Yeah.
to express your inner jerk.
So one time, one of my signs said Jerk Merch by the Gospel of Schultz, and someone came up, two very different expectations that day. Someone came up and asked if I was a minister. And I'm like, well, I'm one kind. And then somebody else came up and thought I was selling beef jerky. Jerk merch.
Oh, that actually kind of makes sense.
I was in a parking lot once and someone came up to me because my license plate says Jerk Store. And he's like, do you sell jerky? And I'm like, well, sort of, but probably not the kind you're thinking.
You should sell jerk jerky.
Jerk jerky?
Jerk merch jerky.
Jerk Merch jerky. I can't even say that.
It'll be a little spicy.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
some teriyaki.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Sounds familiar.
Well, good morning to Sarah Hodgkinson. Sarah loves Art in the Barn. I've never been.
This year?
This is the year.
This is the year you're going to come out.
Sometime July, I'm going to see Art in the Barn.
Yeah, it's a really good event. There's so many things.
I've heard lots about it, but yes, I've never personally had the opportunity.
I was at the Not Your Mother's Craft Show in Lucan.
Oh,
on
that's
Mother's
quite
Day
the name.
weekend. Yeah, it was on Mother's Day weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so, and again, people coming up, looking at the stuff, and then all of a sudden, I just love sitting back watching, because you see the eureka moment on their face when they're like, "This
When
is not what I thought this was going to be." And then when people laugh at the cards,
Right.
and then it brings other people over to see what they're laughing about,
Uh-huh.
that scratches me right where I itch.
There you
You
go.
have no idea how much I love that.
Oh.
I've only ever had one complaint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I ask, or is it not?
No, she was just upset because my cards they're sarcastic. They're not
Right.
mean. Well, some of them are a little bit mean, but it's all in fun, right? But they're sarcastic, and she's like, "Well, this is unfortunate that, this is how you have to make money is by, punching down or something like that." And I'm
Oh.
like,
I
I'll
like
show
it.
you punching down. You don't know a punching down. That's not even my best work, lady.
We kind of had a rule in my family that if if you're getting punched down,
Yep.
it means you're loved. It means I love you so much that I can tell you that you're a jerk.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, in our family, it is sink or swim. It is eat or be eaten.
And to top all this off at Art in the Barn, Sarah's telling us that they have food trucks there,
Yeah.
and that's what keeps her going. Wait, and then it just keeps going.
And then it
Sorry.
keeps going.
I'm sure she
Food
also
trucks
goes
probably
for
keep
the
it
food
going.
trucks.
Yep. Now, the problem is when I am there, maybe you should come
Okay.
and maybe come, like, just plan to spend, like, 20 minutes in my booth
Okay.
so I can go pee. Because I'm going to need to, apparently. What am I going to do?
I get to step in.
It's like 9 to 4, and if I'm on a pee pill,
So,
what am I going to do?
so I'm gonna be like a seat filler at the Oscars,
Yes.
but for jerk merch.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, you might want to bring your own seat depending on how long I've had to wait to pee.
How much does it pay?
It pays admiration and respect.
Oh, well, I thought I already had that, but I guess not. No.
You
Well.
gotta earn that. You gotta earn that shit.
Well, I have lots of things to do ahead for the rest of the day. So my coffee is gone. How's yours? Did you empty that giant
I
mug?
have not yet.
No, you still got a lot of coffee
I
left.
still have a lot of coffee left.
You're probably a little gun shy after choking on it a second
Yes.
ago.
And I'm worried about the input because now I'm worried about the output.
So I am going to thank everyone so much for coming out and joining us once again live. Keep an eye out at wonderful things happening across our community, from Pirates of Penzance in Paris to Bonnie and Clyde and Zeusical in Woodstock. Seussical in Woodstock. We are still learning.
Yeah.
But I want
the tracks.
And the tracks.
Yeah.
And way in the fall, we're going to be doing some stuff with Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So please be sure to check these things out, and just step outside of your doors and do something nice within the community, and make some memories while you're at it. But thank you all.
And don't forget to join us.
Join us
On Sundays. Every other Sunday.
We'll see you in 2 Sundays. I will say really quickly, I've been told that we jumbled our weeks around and we've fallen onto the off weeks.
Have we?
I
thought we got back on track.
I thought we did. My mom tells me otherwise, but
Your mom can't be wrong.
she's never wrong.
No.
So she must be right. But thank you all very much for joining us. Sarah, I will see you at 2 o'clock at Bonnie and Clyde. And I hope, we hope, everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you for coming out for coffee.
With Mike and Lori.
Bye, guys. I don't know.